Good morning, first graders. Today we are on page 189 of your student journal, and we are going to continue working with what we've been doing the past 2 days. So our goal or our objective today is I will tell time to the half hour. So to the half hour. And that's what we have been doing so far. So remember, the hour hand is our shorthand. And when we're telling time to the half hour, often the hour hand will be in the middle of numbers. So if we see here, the hour hand is between 8 and 9. But because it's not reached 9 yet, we say our hour is 8. And when we're telling time to the half hour, the minute hand or the long hand will be touching the 6. And a half hour is the same as 30 minutes. So this is 8:30. Now remember our steps, that we look at our clock and then we always identify the hour hand first, which is our short. And then next we identify the minute hand, which is our long hand. Okay, so boys and girls, we should be getting really good at this since this is our 3rd day of this. Okay, so here's my practice problems first. My first one, I see an analog clock or a face clock, and I see 2 hands. My minute hand is here, and my hour hand, my short one, is right here. So my short hand was between the 4 and 5, which tells me that it's 4 o'clock because it hasn't reached the 5 yet. Okay, my minute hand is directly at the 6, which means it's a half hour, and a half hour is the same as 30 minutes. So the digital clock would say 4:30. Okay, let's look at another one. On here, what I see is my 2 hands on my analog clock, and my short hour hand is between my 2 and 3. So that means that it's more than 2, but it's not 3 yet. So we're gonna say it's 2 as my hour, and then my minute hand is on the 6, which means it's a half hour, which is equivalent or equal to 30 minutes. So this is 2:30 on a digital clock. Okay, so boys and girls, let's try some together. We're on page 190. And my first one, I see a face clock or an analog clock, and I see the 2 hands. The short hand is our hour hand. So let's look where the hour hand's pointing. The hour hand is more than 1, but it didn't get to 2 yet, which means it's only 1 o'clock. And then our minute hand is exactly on the 6, which means it's a half hour, and a half hour is 30 minutes. So this analog clock says 1:30, and that's how we write it on the digital clock. Okay, let's do one more together, boys and girls. Okay, so we see our face clock or our analog clock, and we see our short hour hand. Our short hour hand passed 6, but it didn't reach 7 yet, which means it is 6 for our hour. And our minute hand is exactly on the 6, which means it's a half hour or 30 minutes. So this says 6:30. Okay, so boys and girls, today you're going to be working on page 191 and 192. Have a good day.